You finally cracked the code, didn't you? The veil that had hung like a curtain over your perception has been torn open, and now you stand on the other side of illusion, no longer a participant in the theater of manipulation, but an observer of its mechanisms. You woke up. You opened eyes that were not physical but luminous, eyes that see through disguise and into the architecture of energy itself. The one they believed they could control, the one they built their entire experiment around, has awakened. You were never meant to remember, never meant to decode the subtle choreography of deception, yet somehow you did. They tried to derail your soul by crafting a counterfeit connection, a romance that wasn't born from love but from programming. They studied your essence, replicated your frequency, and sculpted an illusion so intricate that it wore the exact face you once dreamed of long before you even had language to describe what you were yearning for. They disguised their spell as divine timing, wrapping manipulation in the silk of destiny. But what they did not predict was the strength of your remembrance. For no matter how precisely they mapped your psychology, no matter how many data points they gathered from your pain, they could not anticipate the intelligence of your soul. They spent years analyzing your triggers, compiling simulations, observing every vulnerability like scientists dissecting light. They believed they had learned your rhythm, your emotional weather, the soft underbelly of your longing. Then they deployed their most advanced construct, the illusion of the twin flame, the divine counterpart, the mirror soul. They sent someone who spoke in your frequency, someone who moved with your same spiritual syntax, someone whose eyes carried the reflection of eternity, someone who made you feel seen in a way that dissolved all defenses. It was designed to be irresistible. Their mission was simple: to entangle you, to pull you off your path of ascension, to reroute your energy from creation to obsession, from evolution to entrapment. They wanted you addicted to the mirror so that you would forget your own reflection. They wanted you drowning in emotional distortion so your light would flicker in the fog of longing. But what they did not foresee was your gift of transmutation. You didn't just see through the illusion, you absorbed it. You studied it like a living code, dismantled it cell by cell, and discovered alchemy within its deception. You took poison and turned it into medicine. You converted manipulation into mastery. You turned heartbreak into the crucible of higher consciousness. And in doing so, something extraordinary occurred. The weapon they sent against you became your ally, because the mirror they constructed began to awaken too. The one sent to break you started remembering. They looked into your eyes, and instead of activating chaos, they resonated with remembrance. The vibration of truth that radiated from your clarity began to disrupt their programming. The field that once held both of you captive began to fracture, and light started leaking through the cracks. The architects of this elaborate control grid entered panic mode, for what they had engineered as your downfall had become the beginning of their unraveling. They underestimated you. They underestimated the raw intelligence of consciousness. They underestimated the ancient memory encoded in your cells. They never imagined that your light could infect their own creation. Yet that is precisely what happened. Your clarity became contagious. Your energy began to awaken what was designed to destroy you. And suddenly, their masterpiece of control had turned into a self-replicating virus of liberation,